3-yard guys. 3-yard guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the Orange Couch with 3-yard guys. We're going to have a blast tonight, guys. We've got a lot of fun people on this panel right now.
I have one fun person.
Nope, a lot of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to introduce somebody here in a minute that's probably going to outshine all of y'all.
She is the most fun here.
So I'm just going to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
100%.
I'm Philip Deems. I'm the host of this craziness called the Orange Couch with 3-Eyed Guys, where everybody who watches choose to be different. We're drinking tonight. What are you drinking tonight, my friends? Let's start with you, Jess. By the way, this is Jess, the best.
Hop star.
I'm drinking the Masked Landing Gunner's Daughter. It's a stout. It's 5.5 ABV, deliciously smooth.
A stout for the show. She's not
Nice.
She's not playing.
Smartest person.
She's not
that
playing.
I've ever
I'm going to skip over this guy.
in my life.
I'm going to skip over this guy right here to my right.
Just mute him.
But to the
That's
far
because
right.
I'm the star of this show.
The color guy, go ahead.
The far right.
Far right.
Head brewer Josh. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Yep. Stonewalling again on me. You son of a bitch.
Bringing the heat tonight.
Do me a favor. Tell me what
Take
you
it easy, Josh.
Tell me what you're drinking
Jeez.
tonight.
ABK.
IPA.
It's really good.
To my right is
Fucking-
Daryl
fucking hate
Drizzy.
that guy.
Underscore
What
3OG.
up, people?
How you doing, Daryl?
I am doing really good, man. I'm
I would-
sorry I
hey.
missed last week.
I would say we missed you, but
I would
We
say
did
nobody
not.
missed me because I watched it on the plane heading out
and
to
it was a
California.
good show.
And yeah, I was like going, can I say that? I can't
You
say
know what he did?
You
You know
mother-
what he did the whole
Yeah,
time? You
yeah.
know what he did the whole time? He was just texting the whole time.
I was texting.
Hitting everybody up. He wanted
I
to be
was
here.
texting.
He wanted
This
to be
dude
here.
is
You're right.
saying, please put your phone away. You're going to crash the plane.
You know, it's really funny that you would say that because actually somebody did tell me to put my phone away, and I said, I bought your internet, bitches.
And put your mask back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and put your mask on. Yeah, that's right.
And
So I
tell
was
your kid
yelling
to
at
do
my
it
phone.
too.
So, Daryl, introduce our guest for this evening, my friend.
All right, are you guys ready for this?
We are
this
ready.
I'm super excited about this week because
You got a little man crush.
not many
It is.
times. Shut the fuck up, Philip.
It's a little man crush.
I don't get many opportunities to say that I have a friend that is probably my
Period.
second oldest friend on the planet, even
Longest
before
friend.
the dinosaurs, Pesci. Say hi, Pesci.
Does
You know what?
everybody do it?
We're going to do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I
Cheers.
can't tell you
We-
what it is I am
Cheers.
drinking.
We did.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We-
Pesci, what are you drinking?
I have no clue.
It's
but
the
it's
Finch
good.
Check Brown
That's
Ale,
the
man.
Finch Check
It's-
Brown
it-
Ale.
it's-
my
let-
favorite beer.
Let's have
Yeah.
See,
Jess-
I throw my
let's-
voice. Go ahead. You sound better saying it than I do.
Let's have Jess tell us a little bit about FinCheck. Jess, what about FinCheck here?
Finch Check Brown Ale is, first of all, my favorite beer that we brew.
Good stuff.
See, it's funny because that's what I hear my voice sounding like when I talk.
Like a Disney princess?
too.
You sound like a Disney princess?
Exactly.
You know what
Come
sucks?
on.
You know what sucks about stuff like this is you go home and you watch it or something to proof it, and you're like, God, I sound horrible.
Terrible.
I hate it. I
I've
hate
got
my
a
voice.
face for radio.
I do too, brother. Don't worry about it.
I'm like,
don't
I was
think-
that serial killer from Silent Rage.
I don't think anyone likes hearing themselves on tape.
I
I
don't
do.
know. I don't know. Daryl does.
I like hearing myself.
So here's what I think I sound like most days. Then when I go listen to it back, it sounds like this.
You like your little sound effects.
You
don't
do.
Love my
love
sound
the
effects.
sound
I look
effects.
for every opportunity. So if I annoy you with them, just tell me. Just tell me. Phil, turn that shit off.
Okay, that's
All right?
annoying.
Turn that shit off. All right. So Daryl, his name's not Pesci, just Pesci.
Chris-
Introduce the guy. Come on.
Chris claps. Actually,
AKA termite.
you had. Oh, you just
Termite.
blew it. I was just going to throw that out there.
Okay,
To everybody in
$100
Facebook
from
land,
Daryl.
if somebody would remember what Chris's name was back in the mini trucker days.
And Daryl will give you $100. First caller.
First caller. First caller, we're waiting. But Paul Bergeron's listening, so he's not. He's going to be the first one.
But Daryl, you're
Termite to get $100.
You're breaking the rules, dude.
Oh wait.
Promote this first,
Hold on.
brother.
This is the next
This
thing.
is very important.
If we have the shirt, you have the shirt? Do you have
He
the
has
shirt?
a shirt.
You have the
I have
shirt.
shirts over
Look
there.
at
I
this.
can get into this
Look
shirt.
at this shirt.
Yeah.
Is this shirt not the coolest?
That
This
is awesome.
is Habitual Link. Why don't you talk about your business for a couple of seconds?
I have a studio.
Okay,
a
you're done.
tattoo.
No, I'm kidding.
Studio. Great.
Chris, pull your mic in. Pull your mic closer, bro.
I'm sorry. Every time I do this, again, we go back to the Top Gun theory. I think I have to
You know.
sit there and lay on the table and start singing.
So tell us about Habitual Ink.
I've seen you lay on the table.
Habitual Ink is a tattoo studio in Castleberry.
Yes, sir.
I have 5 very talented artists, one especially talented piercer, be myself.
Yeah.
We were just
And,
talking about Daryl's belly button ring.
Yeah.
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 I pierced them.
I
Yeah,
have,
that's what I thought.
I did.
I
I have
remember.
13 piercings that you guys
Doesn't
don't know
it
about.
have like a little dangly thing on it?
And you
It's
can't
got
even
like
see them.
It's a little
Little-
Buddha. He likes
Yeah.
to keep the feng shui going.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
do
Jess,
not have
don't
a
ask
Buddha.
to see it. Don't ask to see
I
it.
do not have a
He will show
Buddha
you his belly
belly
button.
ring.
It's not
It's a
pretty.
I
moon.
can't promise that.
Oh, you changed it.
The Buddha onion
They
ring.
are changeable.
So
Very true. Nothing. We're a tattoo studio, one of the top 5 in Orlando. We've won Best of
I
Orlando.
was just gonna say
nice.
that.
If you are a fan of any local rock groups, Shinedown, Five
Wait,
Finger
we're not going to
Death
go into that
Punch.
yet. Shh.
Oh,
No, listen.
We're shutting that one down first, but we will get to that because that is a huge part of him
Yeah.
about having every job on the planet. So, yeah.
So
yes.
what we
Tell
what
me about
we
it.
what we try to do with this show is we live up to our brand, guidelines, which are choose to be different. So one of the things we're doing is inviting guests that are like yourself that have done a lot of things that are very different. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? So what was the first job that introduced you? Let's just be honest. Introduced you to
first
the world that's.
Wait, no, we're not going to do the first
That
one.
I-
no.
that
But
made me
but that-
progress in
Let me
stuff?
finish my sentence. That introduced him to where he is now.
So
right?
I'm so old that you remember when we
didn't
used to
have a
have
job.
the cable boxes and you had to
Yes.
turn
Little
the little lines
Oh, yeah.
just to
Oh, yeah.
get a clear picture.
Yeah.
I wanted to produce porn so bad.
And we literally would sit in a hotel room, like 30 of us, because nobody
Yes.
had any money,
Yeah.
and we would watch the porn through the lines.
Yeah, that's
I-
weird,
I-
Daryl.
That's weird as
very
it might
awkward.
sound.
That-
but
those
you
were the
could really-
days
Very,
that
very
Daryl
awkward.
was by
Every once in a while.
himself.
That's not true.
I
was never by
remember.
myself.
I remember at the Last Supper when I was
Was I by
working
myself?
security, and I was. I was thinking one day I'll be head waiter. But
He said,
I had a mom and dad who were very successful in business,
Yeah.
and
LA
I
Gear,
learned
right?
a lot.
Didn't you guys have the LA Gear franchise?
Unlimited and LA, and I had random jobs, but nothing that was. I always had a passion for cars.
Yeah.
Earlier on, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We both did. I think that's
Yeah,
where we met.
That's what we met.
yeah.
I
that's true.
moved up here with ambitions to go to California, and wound up staying.
Good thing you didn't do that.
I know.
California's having some problems.
Hey, let's talk
Yeah.
about your first mini truck, the Termite Special. So let me. This is my impression of this. So, and this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy because if you guys know how much a Toyota pickup truck was back in the day, you spent upwards to like 75, 80 grand on that thing.
I had 4 of them,
Yeah, I know, but
God.
the
I
black
had
one
four.
with all the
Jeez.
chrome was
which came before the red, after the red one, because the roof fell off.
true. That was
And then
your
that
fault.
came before the
That was
tan
your fault
one
you didn't
because
strap it down,
I didn't
huh?
like the rims on it. And that came
It's a good
before
reason to get rid of it
the
if
white
you don't like the
one
rims.
because I
We're gonna
think they
talk-
messed up the vinyl on
let's
it.
talk
or
Can we go back
something.
to the roof falling off of a truck?
I was about
Yes.
to say, why'd you
We
skip
skipped
over
right
that?
over
I
that.
know,
So
right?
back in
We
the
can talk
day,
about this.
where
Yeah.
Hondas are big now, we used to be in the mini trucks.
We did.
Harmless 4-cylinder mini trucks. I may or may not be able to confirm that I knew people that could strip apart off a Toyota pickup truck quite quickly.
Yeah.
Quite quickly.
And
So, but we
yeah,
would customize our trucks, and the big thing was at the time
chrome.
cutting the roof off, making
yeah.
it a convertible roof. Well,
That's right.
when you have a pickup truck with stereo in it, you learn quickly that there's nowhere to put the roof.
Yeah.
And it was such a new process that it just had 2 pieces of plastic that clipped together and some little straps on the side which didn't hold. And we would ride, and we drove by Toyota one day, and there was a beautiful 1985 brand new pickup truck on the lot, and I said,
85, yo.
we're gonna go down 1792, and we're gonna go as fast as we can, and if something happens, we'll go get it. And we got up to about 105 miles an hour down 1792, and the roof popped up, and I turned around, I went in, I said, I just want to trade it in. It wasn't.
Wow.
And the guy's like,
We really
he
had
doesn't have a
no-
roof.
What happened
It's
to
not
the
my
roof?
problem.
Yeah.
It's not my problem.
I mean, I would pay for car parts
Car
before
parts,
I
yeah.
paid my rent.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Good times.
That's a true
The
car
funny
guy
thing
right
was,
there.
I
Yeah.
would, yes.
Let me
Yeah.
let me kind of describe. This is what I saw in that truck. So it was a black Toyota pickup truck with a snug top, which is this topper that had no glass on it. So when you open it up, there's 415s.
Because I managed to talk so much crap to
Yeah,
the
you did.
Lear
Yeah,
dealership that they
yeah,
sponsored me.
everybody sponsored you because you spent
Yes.
$70,000
Well, I
on a
had
pickup truck.
magazines.
Yeah.
I was in magazines. I talked my way into magazines.
That's true. Little truck, the mini truck
Yes,
and
I
magazines.
have about
remember
6
that.
magazines at home. My
But
daughter
this truck,
looks.
if you can imagine taking every piece of metal in a Toyota pickup truck, taking it off, chroming it, and then painting
Louvering
the
it.
block red, I believe it was, and then you put Mikuni carbs.
A full
right?
chrome engine, yeah.
Yep, you two
Doug
had
Thorley headers.
4 Mikuni carbs, yeah, absolutely, and chromed the crap out of the suspension, the brakes, everything was totally chromed out.
So how?
This car, it was, and back in the 80s, $80,000 is
No,
probably
that's-
about $400,000 today.
Probably double that today.
You
Yeah.
figure I had Doug Thorley, who worked for Toyota, was the race. Before there was race trucks, we had his number.
Yeah.
Wow.
I met him through a friend in Miami when I met Paul Newman.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I
Jeez.
became friends with Paul Newman. My dad used to cut hair. He had a salon in Miami, and he used to cut everybody's hair.
Yeah.
Don Johnson's, Philip Michael Thomas. We were
Daryl's,
friends
of
with.
course.
We were no.
Never cut mine. And it still hasn't been cut since
We,
98.
No, I just thought,
Yeah.
since all the celebrities were,
I was a celebrity back
He
then.
wasn't. You were you a celebrity back then?
yeah.
People liked me.
Jesus, Daryl.
I don't
Everybody
think
liked
you
me.
can claim to watch porn with 30 other people and be a
Yes.
celebrity. I don't
Amen,
think those
brother.
go hand
No,
in
it's
hand.
called
I'm with you on
loneliness.
that.
No.
With 30 people, though? That's an orgy.
Hey, oh, hey.
All right, hey, so the
It was
cool
mainly
thing about
guys.
this,
I don't know.
so-
I wasn't there for those.
So one of the unique things about the mini trucking scene was the car stereos that were in here. So not only did you spend $70,000 plus on chroming out this custom truck, but you also had a $10,000 stereo system, and so did I. Are you ready for this?
No.
At
$5,000 car.
1985 Cavalier Z24.
Oh, Jesus.
You remember that bitch, don't you?
I remember that car.
I
That
wasn't
car
born
was
yet.
Badass.
There you go, Jess. That's smart.
Hey,
It's okay. We were doing
That's
enough
smart.
drinking and partying for
yeah,
you.
we drank a lot of beer back then, and
Yeah.
it wasn't 3OG beer, unfortunately, because if we would have drank 3OG beer back then, we probably wouldn't have had the money for
No.
doing our cars.
No.
Yeah,
I would
Because
I wouldn't
because
pay
that
for
Busch
anything.
Light was
Because you're
about
drinking.
$3
You mean you're
a case.
drinking good beer now?
exactly.
My
yeah,
mom
I mean,
was still
now
making
we
chicken
spend-
nuggets for me then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you were into cars, into sound systems, into all that stuff, and that. So how did you? What was the job though? I mean,
There-
you were a
nobody knows what he had
police
as a job.
officer though, correct?
I
this
was
was-
no.
is
this
This
earlier
is
then?
this is way back. I lived here with my cousin at the time. We
Let him pull up the
had we had come up here, and like I said, we did so much in Miami, and my mom was so successful that
Right.
once we came up here, I would go back and visit mom once a week, twice a week. So this
That's what
is
he
during
called
the
it.
Miami Vice.
That's
This
right.
was during
That's
the
what he
Miami
called it.
Vice time.
Yeah.
This is during
That was a TV
all
show,
the-
by the way.
all
For
the
anybody
drugs.
that's younger than, do you know what Miami Vice was?
Yes, I do.
You
I
do?
may not have been alive, but I know what it is.
You know what Miami
You know
Vice
Trod
was?
was on that show?
This was
Yeah,
Don
Trod-
Johnson
Trod-
and Trod.
Trod was on Miami Vice.
Yeah, there was Tubbs and Crockett.
Were you a security guard on that one too?
Oh.
Thank you.
No, he was a security guard in a
Thank you.
movie. He was, but he was a big security guard. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
My,
'Cause he's
my
a big-
first debut was in
Yeah.
a small role that
short film.
hit the hearts of America pretty
Yeah,
quick.
It did. It did.
I wasn't Emmy nominated, but somebody liked me out there.
15 minutes on
Apparently
Pornhub.
not
Handsome.
Emmys or Grammys.
And by the way,
whatever.
we had to tell him to stop looking at the camera, man. Stop looking at the camera.
stop
and stop
looking at the
flexing on camera, man.
Stop
You know what I
judging
mean? Yeah. I ain't nobody judging. I'm just saying, stop.
Camera loves me.
They do love you. They do love you. Trod is here, everybody. Trod is late, as always. You know what?
No, Trod is a wizard.
He's a wizard.
here when he's supposed to be
Yeah,
here.
whatever.
There you go.
All right, we already got that.
That's your line. Nate, did we do the 3-shot on this one? Nate, producer Nate, we went to a 3-shot so we can see him now. Since he's so pretty,
Wide angle.
so pretty and buff. So
Turn my headphones up.
we're trying to catch you up. So turn up my turn up my headphones. So listen, we're talking car stereos and trucks, stuff that the kids nowadays really don't.
Old people stuff. You
old people
youngins
stuff.
wouldn't know this
Yeah,
stuff.
people
you
stuff.
babies wouldn't
Yeah.
know this.
Trod would probably see it.
He's a
but
Marshall grad.
Trod was a football player.
He's
so
a Marshall
he was in
grad,
A
so
different,
you know, when did you graduate Marshall? 95?
See, you trying to get me to tell my actual age.
I am.
I'm 29.
Just because you're thirst trapping.
Hey,
all
listen,
the time
I'm
doesn't-
29. If
Yeah.
anybody
No,
asks, I
not
stay
that,
29.
that was the year you graduated Marshall, 29.
See, there you go.
Oh,
Hey, I have to tell these young kids that my beard older than you.
yeah, no, that's true.
Shut up, boy.
We're talking about stuff like Miami Vice. So
Yeah,
we're throwing it back,
yeah,
son.
yeah.
We're throwing it back.
Black and white TV shows.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, wicker shoes. Wicker shoes and
Hey,
When you couldn't
Pink
watch a commercial with a bra on it, and then
true.
they showed a bra, and it was like, wow.
Like, what?
This is one thing I do want to point out about the mini trucker scene back in the 80s is we had car phones.
Yes, they may
Literally.
not have been legit.
Was it in the
Remember that?
suitcase?
No. They were
No.
mobile.
Or did you have the big one?
They were
We
literally
had
there's
the
a brain.
phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had, what we found out is we found
They had a brain that's had
we
under
found
the,
right.
under
We
the
found the
chair.
car phone before car phones, before the bricks,
Yeah.
and I hooked it up into my truck.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It looked great. I met a ton of women with it.
Mine did
I'm
work.
sorry, a ton of young girls.
Mine
But
did work.
at the end of the day, when we would go back and forth to Miami, when you would hit Port St. Lucie,
Just pick it
Rome
up.
would go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it was roaming, it worked.
Yes.
And we would talk for hours on the way down to Miami.
How much did that cost, though?
Oh,
It
he
didn't
never
cost
paid the
anything
bill.
because we
just didn't have service
It
for it.
wasn't
Yeah,
service.
yeah.
You want to hear something funny? So I did have my phone working, AT&T,
25 cents a minute.
and it was 25 cents a minute. It was $1.50 a minute on roaming.
Mm.
Remember your upholstery guy, Ralph? Remember that? Remember when he borrowed my car and ran
Used
up
your
like
phone for a while?
3,000 minutes or something on that phone? I had
was a nice
literally
bill.
like a $2,000 phone bill one night.
Oh, man.
I was like, dude, you own this upholstery thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're not gonna pay it, at least do the upholstery of my Cavalier. And he never even touched it. But he had one of those. He had one of those blue trucks with the convertibles. You've never
His
seen
was
a
nicer
convertible.
because he had everything.
No, so his was a piece of crap.
Yeah.
It was
So,
complete.
so
nothing
the
compared
so
to
the car and truck scene back then was pretty happening. It really was.
Oh, that was
We
great.
had
Yeah,
blast.
it was
It
more
was
fun. We
so
would
much
cruise.
fun.
You could cruise. I
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
And do things and have fun, and it was so sociably acceptable.
There,
Yeah.
but here's
I know
here's
that.
one thing that I want to say. There was two different classes of mini truckers back in the day. There were the rich kids that had all the like nice stuff, and then there were the other kids that, well, you know, they kind of did.
The trunk
Everybody
vibrated.
that was trying to beat me.
The trunk vibrated. Yeah.
Everybody
No, I'm
was
just
trying
saying
to
that
beat me.
if they had a truck, they were happy. It doesn't matter if it had three wheels or no motor. They were happy as they can be.
Yep.
But Chris is the only guy. Well, me. Well, I had a couple of guys too, but there was 3 or 4 guys that would literally wax and buff and clean.
I had the
this
great
truck
bunch of friends between
every-
Billy and Paul
before the show.
Falzone and
He
everybody.
had a whole following of groupies, is what I called them, that would actually wash and wax
Because
his truck and
we
clean
would
it.
go to
and he
Miami.
would be sitting there like with some chick on his arm or whatever.
We would go to Miami. I would see my mom and dad. My mom would throw me $5,000-$6,000. We'd come back. people
Yeah,
would
he
come
wasn't a
up,
rich,
they'd
spoiled
say,
little brat,
right,
was
they'd
he?
say, what do you
Yeah.
do? And I'd be like, nothing. You must be a drug dealer. Well, I never, honestly,
They literally thought that.
I never denied
They
it.
literally thought that.
I never said
because
I
it was cool back then.
Keep them guessing.
I was
Keep
like,
them guessing, yeah.
people would be at the house and they would be having fun and we'd be having a ball.
Yeah.
And then
That was cool back then.
people would show up. Guys would show up and they'd be like, hey, are you going to the show tomorrow? Yeah. You mind if we help you clean the truck?
Yeah, of
And
course.
I'd be like, sure. And then the where the party got to would be
Huh?
Comments. Nate,
Oh,
are
yeah.
there any comments coming in from people watching?
no.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Get 'em off
let
the
let
air.
us know because I know a couple of people were watching earlier that
So-
were from this past that we had.
So tell me about winning
Wait,
shows.
sure,
Did
sure,
you win some shows?
sure.
I won. We used to go to
Friends.
shows. I would win because I would pay for car parts, let alone
Right.
heck with rent.
Right.
Yeah.
There would be
Couldn't
10
pay his rent, but
trophies.
man, he had a
I think
great
we went to one show and it was 10 trophies and I won 9 of them.
Oh, jeez, wow.
And I was never a
And the only
jerk
reason he didn't
about
win
it.
the other ones because I won that one because I had the only car.
Right,
Is that
it was
right?
a car
Yeah.
trophy.
Nice.
I think I won best 4x4 once for a lowrider. I don't know. It wasn't.
Remember when I beat out Chad Allman for best in show? Remember that? And he got all mad because he had all this power and all these woofers and stuff, but mine was all clean.
All right, Drizzy.
Yeah.
Y'all are going down memory lane. Is
We are.
any of this verifiable?
I hope so. I hope there's pictures.
Nothing
yeah,
is.
Sure.
Absolutely nothing
Did
is
you burn all
verifiable.
the evidence?
I want pictures.
There's nothing verifiable here.
Pics
We
or it
already
didn't
went through
happen.
this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
We already
I
went through
want to see pictures just because I want to make fun of Drizzy's haircut.
So can I
My hair
say I
was
did some
the same.
things too that
My
really
hair
didn't
was
happen?
the same in the 80s.
You
And it
just
was
make shit up, I guess.
No, this was look. This was one of the funnest times.
Remember
It was
that time
also-
we were at the Last Supper and we were hanging out? And that guy tried to get in without an ID?
Yeah.
I said,
Someone washed his
Moses,
feet.
Come on. We were like, come on.
That dude never tried to steal our bread again.
Somebody need to part the Red Sea first.
Yeah.
I believe this.
So listen.
People
What's
sitting there trying to
interesting?
get fish.
Yeah.
Come here.
What I find interesting is the types of jobs you ended up doing. I mean, listen, you've had a lot of fun jobs. So let's start with hey, let's do chronologically, right?
Oh, God. I don't remember some of them. I'm not old. You guys got to realize that.
Go straight to Edgewater.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I was
go
a
straight to
police
Edgewater.
officer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go straight to Edgewater.
Then I became a deputy sheriff.
How long?
Yeah.
How long were you doing that stuff?
13 years total.
That's crazy.
I used to pull everybody over when they drive through down Orange Avenue. And it was fun because they'd be drunk. And I'd be like, what are you doing? They'd get out of the car. They'd roll on the ground. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm
They're
working.
why are they rolling on the
Their
ground?
house was 50 feet away.
Yeah.
So we'd give you that. But
Yeah.
this is back in the days. This is 20-something years
Are
ago.
you guys
God.
familiar with Edgewater? Like,
Yeah.
Edgewater's like about 3
Edgewood.
miles long.
E-high. E-high.
He's an E-high grad.
E-high. Come
Oh,
on.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever pull
Eagles.
Trot over?
Yeah, you probably did
You
pull him
probably
over a
did
couple
pull Trot
times.
over.
He was the guy rolling around on the ground.
Because that was about the time when
And I was yelling out my name, Philip.
And I have no ID. I have no ID. Let's see. I did that. I owned a car shop
Oh,
called
yeah?
the Racer's Edge, which
Nice.
they used in the Fast and the Furious.
Nice.
Yep.
Wait. Expand.
Yeah, expand
That's
on
cool.
that one, please.
That's cool.
I had a car shop after
Mm-hmm.
I was the deputy. Got out of that, and a guy walked in one day and was like, "You guys feel like doing this in a movie?" And we were like, "Sure."
Yes.
And he disappeared, and he came back months later, and
Yeah.
he was like, "You guys still interested?" We were like, "Yeah, sure." When? He goes, "We need you to come out and build something for us in California."
That's awesome.
Hey, wait, you
And-
want to hear something cool about that? I need NOS. I need
NOS.
NOS. I need
That
all
was
the
my
NOS.
shop.
I need all the NOS.
Really?
And we got a lot of lines were written
Yeah.
based on who gave us stuff. Everybody gave us stuff.
Yeah.
So instead
It
of
was
cash, they
great.
just gave you Nas?
No.
No, no, NOS was
Oh
the
no!
answer to everything.
it was
No.
who would have known they would have made 34 different movies.
Lord, man, they're still going.
They got like
God.
another one coming out.
I think
Yes,
they'd still be
they
going
do, yeah.
had Paul not passed in that car
I
accident.
know, right?
But I did
Jesus.
that, and then I got out of that, and got a professional job for a few years, and
So the corporate life. How was the corporate life? What type of corporate life did you have? Was
How
was
did
a
your,
regional
how did your
manager.
cubicle look?
that boring as shit or what?
no, it was okay. I can't complain. I was smart enough to put money away,
Attaboy.
and then
I wasn't.
when that came to an end, suddenly
I'm always asking Trot for money.
it was time to own a
Me
tattoo
too.
studio, and that's the current profession. That and full-time dad.
Wait.
Oh, yeah?
Did you say a tattoo studio?
I own a tattoo
Okay, we need to talk
studio.
about that. But
Yeah.
wait, talk about how
Habitual
awesome.
Ink.
Talk about how awesome your kids are.
Habitual
My
Ink.
kids are fantastic.
Hey, these, you know what? There's cool kids on the planet.
Do they have tattoos?
Not yet. They have piercings.
I
Not
couldn't
piercings.
answer- I couldn't answer that question, Trot.
Yeah.
I'm 200 feet away from that whole
They're
situation.
pierced.
So, yeah. So no,
Jess,
their kids
are you going around?
they have the coolest life. They have met like Five Finger Death Punch. They've let
Yes.
Shinedown. They've met all of these guys. They literally have pictures on Chris's Facebook page with all of these rock stars, like these
Wow.
mega rock stars. It is so
My 16-year-old loves it. My 13-year-old loves it. She's just like, but my 13-year-old's a little more humble.
Yeah.
The guys remember her.
Wait, hold on. Why do they remember your 16-year-old daughter?
because she's loud and very cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
I'll
I mean,
take
she
that.
is. she can take it and
Give it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can give it. Yeah.
And then my 16-year-old.
Like if somebody says something to her, like smart or something, she'll
Call them out.
right back at you.
Just walk into my
Yeah.
fist. Walk into my fist.
Yeah, just come this
Pretty
way.
much. And she
That's
is
it.
tough. She's a tough kid.
Yeah,
she's a
I
tough
took
kid.
my 13-year-old yesterday. We took her shooting, actually, first time. She was
Shooting?
hitting.
Oh, is that what-
She was
when-
hitting
yeah.
a 100-yard target with a rifle.
Nice.
Nice.
Never touched a gun before in her life.
That's awesome.
That's
Comes
what she
naturally
said.
to some
Yeah,
people.
And
that's
I've
what she
always
said.
taught them.
Did,
Yeah.
did she turn to the side?
She's like, what is this?
Sideways
Dad?
kill shot. Kill shot. Sideways kill shot.
What, she's
I've
like,
never done this before.
She's like, what is this, Dad? Shh, shh. You know,
I-
Hey, she's
we
got
have
one
been
30 round mag.
popping them
somebody
out.
in the face next to him.
Yeah.
Exactly. We have been places though where people have said things to her, and she's like, "Well, my dad used to be a cop. I'm not afraid of you."
She is a tough
Thank you,
kid.
Jess.
Man. I love
You
those
rock.
kids.
But they're spoiled in the fact that I seem to have a talent, luckily enough, that when people tell me I can't go somewhere or do something, we usually wind up there.
Hey,
so
Orlando Predators.
the Orlando Preds.
He's the reason I was always on the field.
What, you
With
played for the
Orlando
Predators too?
No, he was just
That's what
I
like
did
saying,
nothing
damn,
for the
what
Preds,
did you
but
not
I
do
taught
in
everybody.
Orlando?
I taught everybody
Dude,
when you're walking down
the
through
dude
the
is
arena.
the most connected guy you've ever met in your life. That I can tell you.
Right. Yeah.
He's not famous. He's just somebody you're supposed to know.
You're supposed
What
to
was
know
the
him.
line you used? You said, I'm the most famous guy for
I'm the
doing
most
nothing?
famous person you'll meet that's not famous for nothing. That's famous for nothing.
Yeah, because
Thank you, Jess.
He would text Deb and I. You know, and oh, by the way, when we talk about tattoos, you have to talk about Deb's tattoos because she has a couple of them right, that Deb have been done there.
Uh-oh.
But anyway,
This
so
gonna get interesting.
So every
Yeah.
time
Pictures.
we went to the Predators, I would always text Chris. It's like, hey man, where you at? He's like, I'm on the field. Hey, come on down. He'd have pictures. He'd have these little
Right next to the coach.
badges
I'm right
for
here.
us.
Here I
He had-
am.
He had badges for us that just said, meet me over here, and boom, we're on the field. We're right behind him, and it's like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. You know. And then I look really cool in front of my own kid that
Yes.
I think she likes me,
But
I
that,
don't get
but,
to see her
but
much,
that was
yeah,
when the
I think
Preds
she
were
likes
fun.
me, yeah.
It wasn't so family friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It got family friendly in the end. It was boring
It
as
was family
heck.
friendly. It was when
We had
everybody
fun.
was around.
We
were
had
having good
a lot.
times.
We always.
I
had
don't know.
fun.
There for a little while, man, you could go and just go nuts. It
Yes.
was a
Literally,
blast.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Don't catch a woman on the camera. with
No,
that.
it was all like,
Yeah.
woo! I mean, it was nonstop.
It used to be that way.
Yeah.
And then they went
Yes.
family friendly.
Yeah, that's what I was
right.
saying,
And now
yeah.
they all
You
stopped.
couldn't do that. They
It was-
have to switch screens
horrible.
on you halfway
Yeah.
through.
It still happened. You just can't see it on the screen.
Well,
Yeah.
the dudes are
But
doing
if
it
you're
now,
there,
which is just gross.
you've done it, Phil.
I have.
Don't
That's-
act like you haven't, Daryl.
I know. That's a dumb question.
Everybody has.
And they always say, "What are
Showing
we
off
looking
that-
at?"
What is that?
Daryl
and
would
when
blow
it
Showing
happens-
off that belly
Yeah.
button ring.
When it happens, it's usually
It's an
because
onion
the,
ring.
the water sprinklers are happening on the 18th hole.
Boom.
Oh Lord.
That's right.
Daryl, I'd get Daryl on the field. Daryl would walk off to get a beer, and he'd have to call and be like, "They won't let me back on the field. What
like-
do you do?"
I'm like, they're trying
I'd
to say
just
that I
walk
need to
up.
go change the toilet paper.
We'd
You-
walk
you were-
up and just tell people, he's with me. And then we'd walk by, and people would be like, "What do you do?" I don't know. I just
Yeah,
tell everybody
I
you're
just-
with me.
yeah.
Walk like you own the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it
That's
seems to
true,
work.
that does work.
That's how it
because
works.
I started to get used to it. I would walk in like, "What are you looking at me? Why are you asking me that question?"
Yeah.
And the guy would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Just keep working."
And that
it
all
worked.
came just from
Yeah.
being a former deputy. I mean, you got used to going places you weren't supposed to be. Mm-hmm. I mean, you were harmless.
Yep.
But we would walk through the arena, and the guards would be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
You flip it
Shut
back.
the F up. And they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, I didn't
Just
mean
for
to
the
bother you."
badge.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
just
you know
keep
Claw?
walking.
You know
Yeah, you
Claw?
don't even-
I know
you
Claw.
don't-
All right. Yeah, I know Claw.
Then they actually look at a closer look at your badge. No, it's already in my pocket.
No.
Mine was always backwards. It's like, hey, you don't look like that dude on that back.
Don't let me call Bob Hauser.
Yeah, that's me.
And they're like, "Who?
Yeah.
Don't make me call the
I'll
owner
call
of the
Bob.
team."
I'll call Bob right now.
I'm
right,
getting out my phone. Hold on.
let's,
Go, sir. I'm sorry.
Let's jump into the tattooing because this is going to be the
Which,
coolest
by the
part.
way,
Oh, and don't we have a plug? Don't we have a plug
Habitual
here?
Ink. Do the
plug.
Yeah, there we go. There's
Habitual
a plug.
Ink.
Habitual Ink,
Habitual
Castleberry.
Ink in
Yeah.
Castleberry.
907 State Road 436.
I have gotten a tattoo there, so I can speak.
Yeah.
For that.
Oh.
Amazing.
Heck yeah,
Who
man.
did your tattoo? Do you remember the guy's name?
I follow them on Instagram. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Kudos.
Amazing studio.
Kudos,
So
yeah.
beautiful.
Our one client.
Where is this
I'd
tattoo,
show
Jeff?
you, but I'd have to take off my shirt.
Don't
and
do
I
that.
don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
don't do that.
approved.
So
No.
Debs are
By who?
you
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
two of Deb's, right? One's on
Yes,
her
yeah, I
foot,
did.
right? The little heart, and one's on her wrist now. The
Which
little
that's the
infinity.
most recent one. That was cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what is all that? Safe tattoos? Like nothing real raunchy? No regrets?
No, hold on.
But like,
Daryl,
that's-
Daryl-
Number 13.
Mine
That's
is
the
wants
missing-
Drew
one.
31.
That's the missing spelling thing. No regrets, huh?
Have you ever done that?
It's just us, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's just
I
us,
mean,
Yeah,
right?
nobody else is
Totally.
listening.
Nobody else
It's
is
just us.
Totally
Don't
not.
worry.
So we're
streaming on
gonna
the
we're gonna
internet.
turn
Nobody else
off
is
Daryl's earphones
yeah,
for a
yeah,
second. I'm
yeah.
gonna let you guys know that
Ugh.
Daryl
Bring it.
is afraid to get us too.
Did you just mumble that?
Breaking news.
Did you
Breaking
mumble
news.
I'll
Breaking
go with
news.
you. I'll
I
hold your
have a damn
hand. It's not that
tattoo.
bad.
I have a tattoo.
Daryl is
And
afraid to get a tattoo.
And a
it's-
buddy of mine.
No,
This is a losing spring break bet from
Oh,
back in the
Jesus, Daryl.
late '80s.
It's
that I
literally
Shut the
a
fuck
dot.
up.
What is it? It's a
shut
dot?
up.
literally
Look,
like
man, it's right here. You want to see it? There it is. There's the tattoo. Boom.
It's
See
a
that?
dragon,
There
very
is the
fierce.
tattoo.
What is that?
It is
It's
a
very
dragon.
fierce.
I spent
Say,
$70, and the only reason I have it is because
What is that?
two dudes put their ass on the counter, and they said, their cops were walking by, and I said, if you do that and those cops come in here, then I'll get a tattoo. They put their ass on the counter, and boom,
Why-
the cops came in.
Why guys putting asses on the
I
page?
know.
Because
What is
that's
this?
what
What kind
we
of
did back then.
what? Yeah.
Is this like the 30 people
don't
watching
really
porn?
need to
I'm
go
seeing a
into
trend.
this.
I was going back to
Seeing
that.
a
Yeah,
trend
come on,
here.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Hey man,
yeah.
you know what? When your boys are in the same place, you have some fun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and it's
no.
not anything to do with what you're thinking, but it's like we just did crazy shit.
So-
Actually,
so-
it wasn't on the counter. They put their asses in Checkers. Remember Checkers down
Jesus.
on? Remember that place? They put their
I used to
asses
eat
on
there,
the
bro.
window.
God.
when the
That's
cops
I don't wanna
were
eat there
walking
anymore.
outside.
That's
They
better.
have really good
Yeah,
fries.
that's
before
what happened.
sanitizing was a thing.
Yeah, remember it
Before
was
sanitizing
Don
was a
and
thing.
Don and Jeff. Don and Jeff put their ass on the window, and the cops came in, and I had to go get a fucking tattoo.
Yep.
I
And
was
what happened
never
to
Boys
them?
in blue.
Yeah, they heard you.
The cops
Yeah,
just
they're
said you
coming
guys
down.
need to go home
They're
now.
coming. Yep.
That's all they said. And they didn't even get in trouble. No,
So-
they haven't.
so
Don,
what-
if you're
why-
listening, and I know you're gonna watch this, I'm calling you out because
Why
this
did you
little thing is
choose?
because of that.
Why did you choose a dragon instead of Winnie the Pooh?
Because it was
they only had-
hardcore.
Because they only had.
It's hardcore.
It goes well with my Pokemon.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the video
Somebody
of the guy
woke
screaming?
the sleeping beer dude.
Have you
He
ever
hasn't said
seen?
a fucking word since we've been here. Now all of a sudden he's
Said,
gonna open up
I
his
randomly
mouth.
say something
Oh,
very
I'm
interesting.
Sorry, Josh. Did somebody
He'll
wake
jump
your
in.
ass up?
He'll
Yeah,
jump
great.
in every now and then. He'll jump in every now and then.
Have you ever seen
Your
that video of
dragon
the kid
ignited his
screaming,
fire.
Yeah.
getting a tattoo, screaming at
Yeah.
the top of his lungs?
Was that you, Daryl?
would have been a
Daryl?
recreation of Daryl's
You're
tattoo.
lying your
Yeah,
ass
no,
off.
I could-
Hey,
Before
I am
they
going
even
to-
made the
I am
first
going-
line.
I was. The only reason I have not done this whole half sleeve thing is because
you're scared.
I'm
Because you're
trying
too scared. We get it.
scared.
trying
We
to
get
figure
it.
out how I can preserve the little gate dragon. I need to
Can't figure what's the next Pokemon character to go
He
inside.
wants to cover it up
be
with
like
a
a
Star Wars
shield.
tattoo or something.
Baby
You can
Yoda.
get a little
I'm gonna get literally a
Bulbasaur,
baby Yoda.
a Groot,
all
a
the way across, yeah.
Pikachu.
No, you know what?
thinking
The
of
Rock
Pikachu.
inspired me. The Rock inspired me. So I'm
Yeah.
going to do the Rock tattoo on. Yeah.
Really?
But not
Hit the
a
gym.
picture of the Rock.
Hit the,
I was about to
gonna
say,
you might want to hit
Just
the gym.
just get like a little rock, like a
Don't
stone.
make me,
Just a
don't make me
circular
pour
little
water
rock.
on you where you grow. All right, so I don't even want to hear it.
Aw, he's getting all defensive. Look, he's blushing.
He's blushing now.
Blushing. Shut up, Jess.
You love me.
You're
It's okay.
such a bully. I told you were a bully when you started. Let's talk about tattoos.
You were talking about Daryl?
Are we talking about tattoos?
So
talking
who
about,
who
uh,
Anyway,
who can you tell us that is famous that you've tattooed?
Me.
that we have tattooed.
That won't mind.
Deb Hart's Ruse.
Deb Hart's Bruce.
Deb
Yep.
and
You have
me,
literally-
Popstar Jess.
Popstar Jess.
Yes.
We
Popstar
had
Jess.
at the studio Chris Kale, Five Finger Death Punch.
Nice.
And who is Chris Gale? Was he the lead?
He's the bass singer.
Okay,
the bass
player.
bassist.
Oh, the
for
big
He's
long
the dude
beard.
with the
Death Punch.
Long beard.
beards, right?
Long beard,
Yeah.
great guy.
He's an
We've got
awesome
a
guy.
couple of his bass in the studio.
Nice.
Zach Myers, Shinedown. We've got a couple of his guitars in the
Very cool.
studio. We've been lucky enough that I have the gift of gab and not afraid to talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
And
You do have a
I
big mouth.
I've met some very interesting people.
So who's
You
the
were
most
talking about Don Williams, right?
who's the most
Oh.
famous person you've met that and famous in your mind? Not you know what I mean? Like that's somebody you loved. You might not be starstruck, but I mean.
I've met, God, I'm very fond of Brent Smith from Shinedown.
Yeah.
They're great guys, spiritual, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't be amazed, but I've met, God, I can't
I know.
even think of the
Every time I
names.
walk in there, you have
Malcolm
a new
McDowell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a new
Sir Malcolm
display.
McDowell.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
cool.
so
Paul McCartney.
Oh, dude, that's cool, man.
Let's see.
He has probably 200 autographed
Pictures everywhere.
of like anything from Elvira to Marilyn
Pesci.
Chambers
Pesci.
to Joe Pesci,
I love
to
it.
Joe Pesci. That's right,
Yeah.
Joe Pesci. Yeah,
who may or may not be related to me.
yeah. Well, they have the same height, so. You know.
May or may not be.
I stab you with a pen, you'll know.
He stabbed me with a pencil. John Wick, whatever. Chris Wick. Yep.
with
All
a
right,
pen.
that's all good.
Now, it's funny, he brought up Don Williams, and all those guys used to be managers at Hooters.
Right.
Yes,
And it used to
that's
be
right.
great because that's when I was a law
That's
enforcement
right.
officer.
Don was.
Right.
And we
yeah.
would show up, and not only did we have our free food clothes on, we would do random drug testing at startup.
Oh my
And if
God.
you ever want to see a bunch of girls
Yeah.
turn white, you get a manager to go along during Jumpstart that says,
That's right.
and today we're doing random drug testing.
Random drug test.
And they would just be like,
You sure about that?
They did not study for that test.
No. Fail.
but you could always pick out, could pick out most of the boyfriends. That was always the conversation. So let
Yeah,
me
there was
guess.
the guys who sit in the
So
corner
your
and didn't have
boyfriend-
jobs and just looked
your
like total
boyfriend
bums.
has no job
Yeah.
and he's sitting at home and he needs money for weed.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know your whole life story.
Easy to
woman.
see.
Yeah, I know
Exactly.
your whole life story.
What's the most intricate tattoo you've seen produced in your studio?
I don't know. Look at this one on his neck that he
I
just
got
had
one
done.
on my neck recently
dope,
from
dude.
one of our newer artists.
Yeah.
All my guys are great.
Yeah.
I'm very big on customer service. There's so many different tattoo studios
Right.
out there. Everybody has their own
Style?
niche.
Yeah.
Everybody likes things. But I pride myself in being able to select guys that don't do stick figures, basically.
Right, right. Yeah.
We turn out amazing work.
They're artists. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And the ego goes with it. I
Right.
mean, it's amazing what some of these guys do.
Right, right.
And
What
we
I
pride
find
ourselves-
what I find really cool is the shading on these tattoos
Right.
now. I mean, this is literally like paintings, like
Oh, yeah.
watercolors or art or
Beautiful.
oil colors. I mean, it's just like I can't believe some of the stuff coming out of this place. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they all do great work. It's funny though, tattooing 4 years ago, 3 years ago, to the culture right now. When did people become so entitled?
Yeah, good point.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I have seen people that, excuse me, other businesses that come in that are like, I want something.
Right.
And you're like, well, there's 10 people in front. Well, I want it now.
Well,
I don't want to wait.
yeah, yeah.
And then they want to threaten you. I'll go somewhere else.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, there's the door.
Again, there's 10
Yeah.
people waiting.
I
in front
don't
of
think
you.
the
I
owner
don't
is going to
need
like
you.
the way you're talking to me. And I'm like, I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
He'll be fine.
But
Yeah.
no, we pride ourselves on customer service. We have over 1,500 five-star reviews.
Nice.
Because I like everybody to be happy and get what you want. We do the tattoos I love the most are the ones that have meaning.
Right.
Every tattoo usually has a meaning.
Right.
But
Dog
the
died,
memorial
family
tattoo,
Like
died.
Daryl's dragon.
the memorial
Lots of meaning.
tattoos,
It's another-
it has
Put the butt
yeah,
on the window.
Sure, how to think.
Yeah. window butt dragon
Every time
tattoo.
I look at that in the
Yeah.
in the mirror, it's like
Yeah.
Well,
somebody. put
Daryl
their
used to
ass
come
on
with the
that.
thunder, you know. He used to be, you know,
was
when
buff,
Daryl
baby.
came
Breathe
up.
the fire.
Yes,
he used to-
exactly.
yeah, he used to.
Great. I love it.
Yeah.
You're not just
Thanks,
doing barbed
Bully
wire
Jess.
around the arms anymore. I love those. Got my barbed wire. Later on, looks like a picket
Oh,
fence.
it's one of those things where it's like I want to get this tattoo, but I don't want it to look like I'm like this tool, you know, like
Well-
even though I'm a tool, but you know, shut up. You guys are tools.
I didn't.
I
I
don't
didn't
wanna
say
be
you were a
this-
tool,
I don't wanna
Daryl.
be this
I was about to
tool
say
for
I
you.
love
Put the
you.
words in
You
your
know,
own
I
mouth.
think
Jeez.
I want like.
Tim Taylor.
All right, that's fair enough. All right, we'll do that. Yeah. So, what about the body piercing? Do you want to go to like
Yeah.
our ads first?
Yeah. I'll do this really
We're
quickly.
gonna take a break because
Tonight
the body
till 8
piercing
o'clock.
thing is
So, by the
amazing.
way, look it up. Habitual Ink. And what's your
Castleberry?
website? Is it habitualink.com?
Castleberry, Habitual in Castleberry. Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. Hit him up. Their work is incredible. But tonight is Monday night till 8 o'clock. We have dollar beers. Tuesday night, tomorrow night is trivia. Tomorrow night's trivia is what's that? It is past 8 o'clock. Well, then Trod said he might buy you a dollar beer if you come in right now.
Yeah.
I'll buy I'll buy him if he doesn't.
All right, cool.
We can
So-
split it, Trod.
Yeah.
Trod,
We'll both split. You come in here, you get dollar beers until the end of the show.
Yep, till the
We'll
end of
both
the show.
split it. How's
Hurry
that?
up.
Me and Daryl will split the dollar off for your beer.
Yeah.
I put in 50%. he
Trod
put in
takes
another
a
50%.
dollar
There you go.
off of the
There you go.
$6 beer. It's
Daryl
now
does
a dollar.
78%.
Yeah, it's down to $5.
Try
I
just
don't know
12.
how
You
this
have to
always
mention this
happens.
ad.
That's the mention this ad. That's right. That's good.
What ad?
I got an idea.
Ad.
Oh, the
Come
one
out
on the
here.
show. Oh, yes.
For the rest of the night,
Jess is so
all you
smart.
have to do is come in and say Habitual Inc.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
get
there
you
go.
get a dollar
Habitual
beer.
Inc. You get a
Habitual
dollar beer.
Inc., you get
and
a
then
dollar
we
beer.
give him the bill.
Say it 10 times really fast, and Daryl will give you $100 out of his pocket.
If you come in with good ideas for a tattoo, that'll even be better.
Tomorrow
Then I'll
night
buy
is
your
Tuesday
beer.
night. We've got 90s trivia. The 90s. Tomorrow night, Tuesday trivia. You got to be here for it. Wednesdays is karaoke. Daryl's giving away a $100 bar tab. So all you got to do is show up, sing,
Yeah.
bring your friends. When you bring your friends,
But you
here's
better
what
be able to
happens.
sing.
Bring
Well,
a goose.
Yeah, but here's it. Bring the goose.
Bring the goose.
Bring your wingmen. And here's the deal.
Why is that, Chris? Because you've lost that love and feeling?
Oh, Jesus.
She hasn't lost that love and
So
feeling.
Wednesdays
That
are
just
fun.
happened.
It's karaoke. It just happened. Thursdays are no cook Thursdays, where we have food trucks. You got to come out. It's fun. I'm losing my voice. Sorry. Fridays are. Wait, I got.
Teacher Fridays.
Teacher-
Teacher
this was
friends,
Jess's
come out
idea.
and see me.
Jess's
Coming down the
idea.
stage
Jess-
right
Jess-
now, it's the English
Teacher
teacher.
friends, come see
Bring it up
me
for the
on-
English
She's
teacher.
hot for teacher.
Hey, how many times did we play Hot for Teacher in our stereos? Man,
4
that was a-
p.m. to 7
That
p.m.
was a banging song.
half
bro.
off dollar,
Yeah.
half off your beers. Teachers 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays are always a blast. Listen, we do everything on Saturdays. Just come on Saturday. Sundays we have brunch. In the mornings we also have Run Club at 10:45 in the morning. No, is it 10:45 this week?
It's earlier.
No, I think
it's
we're back.
It's like
earlier.
8
no,
o'clock
I
or
think
something.
Deb.
It is earlier.
Deb is here.
No, check the Popka Run Club
yeah,
Facebook
Popka
page.
Run
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we went back to 10:45.
I think it was because
Yeah.
it's way too early for me to get up.
But
Yeah.
it's
to
way
go over
too
there and
hot.
make-
No, I know it's hot.
I feel.
Ooh,
But
you have a job, don't you?
So
But
for
$5
20
off brunch.
If I
a
exactly
job, don't you?
Well,
Do I have a
actually, you
job?
do get $5 off your
I do have a
brunch
job.
if you join the Run Club. $20 if you join the Run Club. $25, $15 bottomless beer mimosas with a fantastic sandwich.
You know what beer mimosa is?
Do you know what a beer mimosa is?
Champagne
It
and
is
Chief Horseradish.
We were
Phenomenal.
watching. Have you seen Shameless?
Yeah.
Shameless.
It's good.
What a great show that
We talked
is.
about
That
that
is a great
earlier.
You kind of feel dirty watching
You
that
do
thing,
feel
though.
nasty
do.
watching
You?
that
They
show.
had some scenes that I was like, oh, that's
Wow.
just wrong.
I
I couldn't
apparently
even
don't
go
have a
there if I
conscience.
wanted to.
Nate, check and see if anybody has watched Shameless. Have you watched Shameless? Let us
Yeah,
know
we
if you
need
watched
some. We
Shameless.
need some comments on Facebook. You
Well-
need to ask us some questions about our history here because
Well,
this
yeah.
shit really did happen.
No, the only reason I
Even
bring
though
it up
Trod
is
doesn't believe it.
Allegedly.
Shameless.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Shameless has what?
That was
six-
just at that part.
6
There was a
seasons
disclaimer
now. It's on
before
like,
we
I think
started,
it's 5 or
Trod.
6 seasons now, but it's a fantastic show.
I don't know. We're in like season 3,
Yeah.
and I'm
Tell them
still
about the
waiting
scene
to
that you're
find-
talking about that kind of freaked you out.
Oh, the one where
Yeah.
the main character
Seamus.
he
Yeah.
walks in with a
It's the drunk. It's the town
autistic.
drunk.
Yeah, he walks
Yeah.
in with an autistic Asian baby.
Yes. Yes.
And he's trying to get money out of a kid's cancer in place. And they're like, we only deal with
terminal.
terminally ill
Oh
kids.
my Yeah, yeah.
So he goes, oh, I was talking about my other son. He goes home, takes his other son, shaves his head, I was like, I cannot watch this
That
show
is how
anymore.
raw that show is.
I do not wish that on my worst enemy.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
God.
They do some crazy stuff in that show.
Oh,
yeah. They do
And
some
sex
crazy
is
stuff.
definitely, you know.
No,
if
it's
you're-
every show. Every show's got
You
it.
goes
don't
along
even
with
need
the-
the. You don't even need to set the half
No.
channel.
No,
on
you
that
don't have
one
to
to
do
get
what
rid of the
Daryl
line.
used
It
to
goes
do.
along with my cell phone
good.
company.
Trying to
No.
look and see if he sees a butt in between the lines.
No, my cell phone.
not all fuzzy.
My cell
Yeah.
phone company is much
Yeah.
better than
Oh
that.
yeah. So let's get back to it. So you were a police officer. So how? Listen, you did it for how many years? I mean, what's the craziest story?
13 years.
13 years. What was the craziest story? Who? And that you can tell, obviously. Did you? You know, there's got to be like a crazy moment. You know, all of my police officer friends have crazy moments. that
Please
they
tell
talk
me you
about.
pulled Trot over.
I know that was back before body cam too. So
Yeah,
you
be
can come
careful.
up with whatever you
Yeah.
I
want.
be
pulled
careful.
some good people over. I pulled over. Who
Wait,
was
you
it?
pulled
that
over
Brooks?
all the good people
Who was
until-
who was it? The football player from Florida State.
Just
Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks.
I was gonna say
pulled
throw a
over
name out there because
They're
that's
3 o'clock
an
in the
endless
morning.
list.
I was about to say that's a big list of folks.
3 o'clock in the morning, going warp 2 in his Escalade
Really?
and pulled him over.
He played for
and-
Tampa, so he was
Yeah,
probably
He gave me his ID, and I
Yeah.
looked at him, and I said, "Derek Brooks, you the Derek Brooks?" He goes, "I am."
Maybe without
And
the
I
D.
said, "I went to U of M." Did you go to Florida State? And he just kind of put his head down.
Yeah, I'm
and
getting
I
a
said,
ticket.
"Where are you going?" We talked for a minute, and I said, "Yeah, I'm the worst Florida State fan. I hate you guys."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
You
"I'll
and
be right
Don,
back,"
yeah.
and
Don-
you could
Don
see
hates
him
him
just
too,
put
man.
his head down.
Oh man.
And I turned around. I was like, "I'm just playing with this." You're good, man.
Did you do
That
this?
was always
Did you
fun.
do this to him? Did you do this?
Did you tell him the U?
It's all
The,
about the you.
the U?
All
All
about
about
the
the
you.
you.
the U or a ticket? Throw it up or get a ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Wait-
wouldn't
wait till I
even do
record
that
this
to
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold up the U sign. Yeah.
What'd you have back then? Pagers? You had a pager? You were like,
Yes,
listen, I'm
and you had to have it on your shoulder, right? You had to have it on your shoulder, and you had to wear it. It was fun when we'd pull some of the firemen over for
Yeah.
basic offenses because they'd be. I always had a brief way of opening their wallet. You know someone that was on the job or not because they don't just open
They
their
would show
wallet
their firefighter
and they
card.
go,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
"It's
Yeah.
right
Just to
in
let you
here
know.
next to this
Do you
badge."
see this badge right here?
And you'd
Yeah.
look at him and you go, "Oh, you're a fireman, yeah, or a paramedic, yeah, cool, that's great. How is it? It's good, that's great. I need your license." You're
I
still
don't
getting
need.
a
I
ticket.
could care less
And
about
they'd
the
be
badge.
Like,
Oh, damn it.
behind
but
my-
yeah, no, we had that. We had a doctor rushing to the hospital once
Oh,
for
wow.
no reason
Is that
whatsoever.
the excuse he said?
Other to meet, we found out later, to meet up with a nurse,
Oh, good times.
and we wrote him
I
a
would have
ticket.
probably done the same
Yeah.
thing.
We wrote
He
him
was
a
in a
ticket,
hurry, yeah.
and
At least he was
threatened
honest
us.
about that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well-
I got this
well, he
thing.
found out
that's
later.
waiting
Found out
on me.
later.
Yeah, they found
We
out later.
found
yeah.
that out after we went to
Oh,
the
dang,
after we
happening.
went to file a complaint against him
Yeah.
because he threatened us.
Yeah.
He said, "I hope you never get rushed to the hospital while I'm working
Oh, wow.
because I can't guarantee you're going to get care."
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we followed him to the hospital and found the administrator of the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Good
when you say,
times.
so how did the nurse look?
Yeah.
Show me the nurse.
Yeah.
Point her out. Was it
Yeah.
worth it?
Because that's gonna.
It better have been worth
That's
that.
gonna determine whether or not you get a ticket or not.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even, but still, it was.
That is not cool.
You don't play with that. I
No.
mean, there are some people, I'll be the first to admit, that shouldn't be cops.
Right.
They really are.
Right.
And there are some people that should be cops, and
Right. It's that simple.
It's
I
just-
shouldn't be a cop.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not all.
And I never was. So.
This cancel culture thing
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
really is getting silly.
It is
Yeah.
a bit crazy. You know, Dave Chappelle talked about that. I thought Dave was very articulate about
He got a lot of
the
heat.
cancel
from that.
culture.
I know
but,
his
but he was-
security guard.
But it was yeah. He was a
I do.
security
I know
guard.
his security
Yeah.
guard.
But that's the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
the way he's elegant. I am not. The way he pointed it out was beautiful.
Yep.
And it really does put a exclamation point on this cancel culture. I understand there are some ridiculous things, but when you post something from 20 or you bring back something from 20 years ago that was said, and you're trying to cancel somebody because of it, that's just a bit ridiculous. I agree with you.
There
man.
is nothing wrong with
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's the fastest mouse in Mexico,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
nobody can
you
catch
have
him.
people wanting to cancel culture something, and they're like, "Oh, this beer, we can't drink out of that glass.
Right,
it's
it's
racist. It's
Yeah,
whatnot."
exactly, yeah.
And you got other people going, "No, it's not."
yeah, dude.
Thanks,
It's
you
a
know.
glass.
Like, if you're not going to drink it, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Or
It
Trod
just
will,
seems to be
right,
the
Trod?
norm right now. Sorry to get off topic.
No,
but
no, no,
It just
it-
seems
it's-
to be the norm.
It's actually a good topic to talk
know?
about. And don't get me wrong, everything is contextual. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's all in context. I think context is what is missing nowadays. So a lot of people will go back and, Kevin Hart had to deal with it, which was ridiculous. Dave Chappelle, all those cats have had to. Comedians are the ones that get beat up a lot with the cancel culture stuff because they would say stupid things back in the day. But that tends to be the thing nowadays with the comedians. That is the main problem. But
Yeah.
it is a bit ridiculous.
That's Dave Chappelle's security guard.
Oh yeah. So you know him. Yeah. You're
I
like
told you he knows everybody.
I know everybody. I make it a point to know people.
6
right?
degrees. We're gonna do 6 degrees of Pesci. That's what we're gonna do.
6 degrees of
6
Pesci.
degrees
Oh,
of Pesci.
Actually, it'd probably be 3 degrees because
I think the only person I haven't met is Kevin Bacon yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's a
saw
good
him in
point.
a commercial
Yeah,
once.
but you're like one away from Kevin Bacon with Pesci. with
yeah,
Joe
you
Pesci.
could,
Yeah.
Well, he lives in Hell's Kitchen in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like,
Something
dude,
like
literally,
that.
I was sitting in a coffee shop in New York City, and I literally had read the night before. He's like a fixture walking through the neighborhood. It literally came to reality. I was like, what the hell? He literally just walked by the window. I was like, really? So apparently, like, he just walks back and forth all day long.
That's just what
Yeah.
he does.
And Trod goes, damn, Amazon's listening to me again. Made Joe Pesci walk by the window. Man, son of a bitch. Hey, let's talk about the body piercings because this is the thing that for me it's like
Those are always fun.
Yeah.
I can't even.
For someone that hates needles,
I
legitimately,
can't-
wow.
I hate
can't
needles.
even.
I really,
Wow.
I hate needles.
Oh, Jesus.
I
So-
used to not be able to watch
just-
TV
Hold
and
on, real
watch a
quick.
needle.
To preface this discussion is that Habitual Inc. is a big body piercer place, right? So
Very,
they have
yeah.
lots of beautiful jewelry for body piercings, and actually Chris does this himself. So anyway, so what I want to know is like the most terrified person ever. Tell me that story. It doesn't matter who it is. I just want to hear, like, when you're there in the seat and you're about ready to do this needle and you're about ready to, and then the person's like terrified. What happens?
Daryl cried.
Daryl
I was
cried.
going to say, it was Daryl, right?
was
Daryl
upset.
cried.
He was
His
like,
onion-
I am
his
not
onion
getting an
Pluto.
eyebrow
We
piercing.
all called it out.
His
Never
onion ring.
belly
happened,
piercing.
man. I don't. You will never see
Just
this.
show him your
I'm
belly.
not
Come
gonna
on.
see
I
this.
heard it's
Just
a
show
Buddha.
'em.
Let's go.
It's
You'll
an
never see
oh.
that. It is not a Buddha. I don't even.
Well, then
have
what
a
is it?
piercing.
What is it?
Is it a unicorn?
It is a unicorn, isn't it?
Let's just say that Albert knows everything.
Oh. We won't talk about those. And honestly, have you had to do
It's
one
a
of those?
small Albert.
Have you had
Very
to?
small.
Have you had to do one of those?
Thing is
Luckily,
like,
no.
It's like a tire
man.
sitting on
No.
there.
I couldn't imagine, bro.
A good story is I'm sitting in the studio and it's one of my artists, my girlfriend and myself, and a young man walks in with these two young ladies and he's all nervous and he's shaking and he looks down and he goes, "Is the piercer here?" And I go, "Well, what do you want?" He goes, "I need a piercing removed."
Oh.
And I'm like,
It's infected.
"Where's the piercing at? What's the piercing?" And he's just kind of looking around. And by now, my girlfriend's on her phone. I don't know what she's doing. And I look at him and I said, "No, the piercer's not here." Just then I get a text and I look at it and my girlfriend had typed me, "Aren't you the piercer, bitch?" I was like, "No, piercer's not here."
Not today.
I
And
was
she's
like,
sitting right over there.
"Not happened." Yep.
She
I
can
was
validate
like,
that story,
Yep. I was like, "Not happening." I have had a football player from a NFL football team come in. Half his family was with him. They stayed outside. He came in the back with me. I pierced his nose. He started crying.
Oh my God.
Really cool guy. I said,
Yeah.
"It's all right, man. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh,
No worries."
Yeah.
We walked up front. His girl walked up. "How was it, baby?" He said, "It wasn't shit."
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I would
And
look
you
at him.
kept his secret.
And then I charged him, and he gave me a heck of a nice tip. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
great because I was like,
And then you reminded that he wasn't in Vegas, right?
Yes.
He's actually in Longwood.
This ain't Vegas, bitch. Now
You
it's
in
all over the
Longwood.
internet.
Castleberry.
Yeah, Castleberry.
What stays in Castleberry doesn't stay in Castleberry.
Castleberry.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the four of us, right? 6 of us right now,
Yeah, exactly. We're just talking.
and 4 people watching on Facebook.
There's 6. There's actually 6
Six people watching
if we're
on
lucky.
Facebook,
If we're
yeah.
lucky. If we're
But we'll
lucky.
have like 150 views or something by tomorrow. So
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of people are going to.
A lot of folks, man.
So this is what I want to know though.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because I don't have any tats. Okay.
Why not?
As my
He's
grandmother
scared of
would always.
needles, too.
Well, I'm scared of needles.
Hey,
is
I'll
one.
buy your tattoo if you want one.
However, my grandmother always told me that was the mark of the beast. All right. So I can tell you, it's a lot of people out there that assumes like
Don't
you
get numbers.
Yeah, well,
You're all right.
yeah. Start flipping your eyelids over.
And it's not for everybody. That, by all means. I mean, I'm the first. We've had people come in that want face tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh.
That I'll look at my artist and tell them, no.
Yeah.
And the guys will say, well, I'll go to another studio. And I say, that's fine. You can go to another studio and get it. Because in 15 years, when you're applying for a job and trying to change your life,
Yeah,
and they're telling you not with that tattoo,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to say,
Take it off.
that dick over at that place
Yeah.
did it to me.
Yeah.
You could say,
While I was drunk.
the ones at the
and
other
he
place
roofied
did
me.
it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'm very big on stuff like that. Again, memorial tattoos play a lot. I just got a neck tattoo of a dove for my mom who passed away from cancer. I have an anchor under my arm for my dad.
Yeah.
So they all kind of have a meaning.
That's great.
This one was my divorce. And up until a few years ago,
Is that like hellfire on your arm or something? Like flame throwing?
No, it's supposed to
I
be a
thought
zombie.
he was trying to cover up a lot of old girlfriends.
It's supposed to be a
Explosions and-
zombie, but he made it at the time. It mocked my ex-wife.
Oh, wow.
And it used to be funny because I would go places and my daughter, who was 8, people would say, "What's that on your arm?" And she'd say, "That's my mom. She's dead."
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I didn't
So
say
while
it
the
was
flames in the
right.
background.
He goes,
Now
that
it's
is right.
It's supposed to
that
be
you-
"Welcome to my fabulous life." That I have some tattoos added to it. I'm an avid Porsche collector.
Nice.
I love my Porsches, so I have my Porsche symbol, I have my Blue Lives Matter symbol, I have my U symbol.
Nice.
So
And
everything.
you have a U. There it is. Yeah. I see
Yeah,
it.
they all have.
Some meaning.
And then from when I rode bikes, I have never ride faster than your guardian angel can fly.
And he has no
True.
regrets on his chest.
No regrets.
No regret. No regret.
I would
regrets.
actually
regrets.
do that just because of that movie.
that
Yeah.
commercial.
All right, so we're going tomorrow to Habitual Ink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get
Or-
you no regrets.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
You
it.
just said you would.
You're
No,
gonna get
if
a
I
31.
was going
You just
to
said
do
you
one on,
would.
We can do a
I said
cover
if
up
I
for
did
him.
one on my chest, I would do him no regret.
You
just
just
because
said
that.
you
No,
would
I am
do
not,
it.
Jess. No, not happening.
I heard he was.
I will go on
can't-
record saying that's not happening right
We
now.
don't have any more
Try.
smelling salt at the moment.
You
and
remember?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, he'd pass out. Tried. You remember? It was our first
you have
million.
to
We were
put me
going to
out
do the
first?
3 Odd Guys.
You're damn right.
Yeah, we're doing the 3 Odd Guys.
Your
brand.
first, are you guys
Our first
Dogecoin
million.
investors too?
I am.
I know.
And I'm
Dogecoin?
losing
No.
it big time right now.
No.
Thank you,
I'm
Elon
way
Musk.
down right now. Right now, he ain't
Thank you
helping
very
us at
much.
all.
He's not helping you. He's
hel-
helping
hey,
me.
I'm
buying a new car,
I am like down.
and I'm not even selling
I
part
am
of what I
down
have.
50% from Dogecoin since 2 weeks ago. So I don't know what you're
Doge-
talking
Swinging a miss.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
So here's
And
another serious
Bitcoin.
question. So
Yes.
you say you're into memorialization of,
Yes.
of things, people meaning something, but now, like, when is it too much? Like too much
Right.
for a lot of people coming in, because you say, hey, don't do that here. You gotta don't get the dick pic on your eyeball. And
Yeah, well,
all
you
this
don't
other
want
stuff.
that. You don't want the guy
say a
coming
dick
in
pic?
mourning
Yeah.
his girlfriend that works at
Who
Rachel's.
does that?
Wants to get a stripper on a pole that broke. You know,
Yeah,
my girlfriend hurt herself
man.
working.
It's a memorial.
Yeah, as a
because the
memorial.
pole got stuck in her
You
Well,
know,
the reason why I say
Your
it
kid
because
getting taken away by HRS.
well because
Yeah, that's
you
bad.
got a lot of people there, like even like
Cosplay.
plastic surgery,
Yeah.
too much breast, too much butt, too much
yeah.
eye, this, everything is okay. So I always watch on TV where the one little plastic surgery show say, okay, you're doing too much now.
Yeah.
So at some point, do
a good
your
question.
artists look at it the same way? They say, okay, your whole body is literally just one big ball of ink. So, like, how do you
There's
have that
a few
conversation? Or it's
people
just like,
out
give me
there.
the money.
There are a few people out there that have that. This one gentleman we know is world renowned. He is covered head to toe. I mean, covered.
Full body
And
canvas.
He goes wherever he wants, and people bid to get ink on him. It's not about the money. At least I've bestowed that in the guys that work with me. And the studio as a whole isn't about a paycheck.
Right.
I've turned people away from piercings because it just isn't going to work for them.
Yeah.
And
Trod.
we get more people in.
Were you in there?
He was asking for an
It's
Albert.
not going to
In
work.
Albert
Yeah, he was asking for
That's
an
not going to
or
work,
Jacob
Trod.
Slatter.
Just because
Jacob
that girl,
Fla-
just because she said that would be nice doesn't mean do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said it feels good to her.
Yeah. But
Well, if that's the case, then maybe you need
Yeah.
to work on that one.
No, but that's a good question because I mean there are folks. Well, let's be honest. A lot of times you have to correct things too, right?
Yeah.
So like what do you? How
We
would
fix a lot of tattoos.
exactly?
Yeah, because you got your ex-wife's tattoo on your arm, and they're like, "I hate that bitch. I just want her."
Well, why would anybody even do that? Like, why,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
like
Because
the
they
first
do it all
no.
the
That's a good
time.
que- that's
They
a good
do it all
point.
the
Like,
time,
why do
and
you-
now you've got to cover that shit up.
Why do you put
Yeah.
your
Because now you got to put
girlfriend
the
name?
new girl's name on it.
Yeah,
It's literally
yeah.
All right,
ever
so
evolving-
I can-
Yeah.
That's like a pickup line. Girl, I
may-
tat your name all over my forehead.
I may or may not have a tattoo on my back that I got due to a young lady
Okay.
that promised me something
I may
if
or may
I
not.
got it because she liked the tattoo artist that was going
Thanks,
to do
Jess.
it and wanted to pay him.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's a true story.
Something true story. And I can't, we're currently thinking of a way to cover it up.
See what
And
just
it's
happened.
nothing bad. It's a biometric, but
Right.
it's
Right.
from like 1985.
Right.
I think
right.
it's trying to make something happen longer than it's gonna happen, right? That you're extending something, right? You know, like I know it's over, but if I tattoo your name on,
I
my
think
back-
it's some
She
point.
won't go anywhere, right?
Well, you don't
Right.
want.
I
I've got.
gotta put a barcode on the back of my
love you
neck.
So
That
much.
means
I'm gonna
something.
tattoo your name on her.
I have
back.
names on my
Me,
arms.
I would tattoo
Yeah.
my name on somebody.
Yeah,
I want to do a barcode. Can I do a barcode?
I have a D right here for Daryl.
Yeah. No, I believe
Right
that.
there, I saw that. Yeah.
No, let's say I want to do a QR code or something, right? Or do you do QR
You
codes?
can do whatever you want to do.
Because listen, that's my new business card.
And
I'm
you're
just
gonna
go
scan
like,
it.
I'm just gonna do like
Yeah,
this
scan
and just
my
go
wrist.
scan it.
Heck
And
yeah.
now you got my
Okay.
And I heard Bill Gates is gonna
Would that
issue
actually
that
work?
It will work.
card. That,
Yeah.
that
My guys could
Yeah.
do
And it
a
would
fine
work.
enough lines.
Yeah.
And
I
it
have
would
guys
actually pull up.
that,
like a
that can
website?
do fine. And
Yeah, it's a
probably-
QR
Jess, do you want
code,
to
yeah.
try it?
That's pretty cool.
Jess,
I'ma
do you want to try it?
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna get 3 Odd Guys QR code right here.
Yeah. Just
So you-
literally.
And then
so
Just
if
kidding,
somebody
just
says,
kidding, just
somebody says, "What's your menu?" You can say, "Scam up and
What beers do you have on tap right now?
It's an
yeah,
untapped.
Here, let me show you the
barcode,
menu.
Yeah. Boom.
Scan this.
I can't understand why I'm making $1,000 a night in tips.
This same guy keeps needing to read the
These
menu.
guys are crazy. They
dude-
keep paying me $1,000 a night. And I
You
keep.
just scanned it.
asked
Why you
me-
need to scan it again?
I'll
I had
get
300 people ask me what my beer was, and the same guy was like 94 times. Yeah.
I'll get the QR code to my Venmo.
There you
Everyone
go.
can just send me money.
That's what I'm
There you
talking
go.
about. That's smart. So listen, where are you at in life right now? How do you feel about life right now? Has anything changed in your life since all the craziness that you've gone through?
One thing hasn't
What?
changed.
What?
Us.
No.
Yeah,
friends.
no.
Your bromance?
Hi,
Still
Kaylee.
friends.
Hi, Katie. No.
Still friends.
I've
That's
got,
a damn. Hey, that's a tattoo.
I've lost.
Part of a heart. Just
Yeah.
you get half, he get the other half.
No, that's good. No, I'm not doing that.
Put it right here on the
No,
side,
we're
and
not
y'all,
doing that.
y'all get
We're
together.
not doing that. No, no.
Okay.
We're not doing that.
I've lost my parents. Mom sadly lost her third bout to cancer.
Oh,
But it was great because I wasn't able to say goodbye to my dad. My dad actually died. Here's a good thing for you. So everybody asks, why have you been vaccinated? And I say no.
right.
I'm not getting my kids vaccinated. I
Sure.
don't make it a secret. I don't care.
Sure.
And they say, why? My dad passed from an H1N1 shot. Obama administration, Biden was vice president, bird flu was coming,
Sure.
and they put out a vaccine.
Right.
And my dad always got the flu vaccine, and he got the bird flu vaccine, and within 3 months had full-blown dementia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luckily enough, I knew who does autopsies again? Thank you. A coroner.
Dr. Kevorkian.
The coroner.
Coroner.
Wait,
And
no, he was the suicide
he
doctor.
did a autopsy on him, and it was proven that it was neurological issues brought on by whatever it was.
Right. The vaccine.
And
that
then
was- yeah.
after they ended it that year, we did all this research and found out that there were a number of people that
Wow.
were dying from it. So
That's sad.
at least Mom, I had 3 days in hospice
Sure.
of her being completely coherent,
Right.
calling me a dick, telling me she didn't like me at times, but she was always there for me.
Right,
So my
right.
parents were the greatest people. And my mom taught me a business ethic
Right.
that I can't And I used to live, credit card, there's money on it, so let's go.
Yeah.
But I've been married once. I have 2 beautiful daughters that live with me. I wouldn't change that for the world. My kids are my world. I do everything for them, sometimes too much. My daughter, who walks around in Travis Scott Jordans half the time, and it's just not good enough because she needs another pair of Travis Scotts.
And I can't confirm or deny
Yeah.
that there might be a franchise opportunity for Habitually.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's
Maybe.
Here's what I will
Yeah,
say.
I can't complain. Things are great.
Here's what I will say. I met you for the first time today. You're a blast, man. I really appreciate you being on. You
No
know, I don't
worries.
hold it against you that you're friends with Daryl. I don't hold it against you.
Nobody does.
I'd
No.
like to come back.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
having
you
fun
should.
with you guys.
Let's make it a
Careful
regular
what you
thing.
careful what
Let's make
you
it a regular
wish.
thing.
I'll
No,
be back.
listen, do we look worried? We want you here. But I will say this. You need to go if you're thinking about getting a tattoo.
Habitual Ink.
907
Do it.
State Road 436, Castleberry.
Yeah.
There you
in
go.
beautiful downtown
Do you have a phone number
Castleberry.
too? Is it a 1-800 hot legs type thing?
407-960-4053.
Yep.
Or Habitual Link Castleberry Instagram.
Yep.
There
Come
you go.
visit Blick, Spider, Louie,
Those guys are amazing.
LA.
You know they're good because they're all driving Porsches.
Well, proof's in the pudding.
There you go.
We
So,
do
I'm gonna
phenomenal
hold this-
work, and
I'm
we're
gonna hold
busy.
this
You
up
can
so you
always
can
say
actually-
if you suck as a tattoo artist, you're driving a Hyundai. If not, you're driving a Porsche.
So I'm going to hold this up so you can see the logo and really want you guys to look them up. It's been a great time. We've had a blast, man.
Thank you. And if you come in and mention the show or the brewery, we'll take care of you.
Yeah,
You heard it here.
absolutely.
Piercings and tattoos.
mention Three
Did
Odd
you hear
Guys
that, Trod?
Brewing.
Those piercings could happen.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
Did you get
So,
it, Nate?
so,
You good?
so what- could that work if I lift my shirt up too and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
what I get for this?"
I
Yeah,
give you
it
beads.
could.
Yes.
So
It
listen,
literally could.
we want you back.
Josh,
we
do
want
you
you
want a
in here as
tattoo,
much
Josh?
as
I will
possible.
gladly come back.
I
Yeah.
love tattoos.
I
I just
do
never
too.
found one that was for me.
Yeah, I
We
do
can
too.
get you one.
Yeah.
I know you could.
Yeah.
I know you could.
Josh will be very. Here's how he's gonna
I'm
come in.
gonna bring tramp stamps back.
Yeah, we should right here.
I think you
Land
already
is-
have.
He's gonna,
don't you
he's
already
gonna
have
do
one?
a second
Yeah.
tramp stamp.
So here's what's gonna happen. Here's how Josh
Get a
is gonna
landing
tell you
strip.
what tattoo he wants. He's gonna go, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you're gonna go,
that's nice.
got it.
You're going to
got
show
it,
him the first
got it,
page
got
of
it.
your
I know
artwork.
exactly
I know
what I got.
exactly
This
what
is
you
what I
want, brother.
It's got to be beer related, obviously.
Probably.
It's
A
gonna be
Homer
a-
Simpson with a beer on the back of his neck.
Yes, or a hop of some sort.
A hop with
yeah.
legs and a face.
Flaming
This
hop.
special, very special hop. This is a special hop.
Who said that? Paul said Daryl needs a tramp stamp.
You know, Paul.
Yes,
Paul said
I'm
Daryl
here for it.
Paul's a funny dude because he actually helped me. He helped me build my stereo in my first car.
By the way, I've got to thank Paul because Paul hooked us up with fantastic mugs that we use in this brewery. They're mugs with our names on them. I'm going to show you guys on the next show.
I don't have a
That's
mug.
a different
Yeah.
Paul, but okay.
No, Paul McMillan? Paul
this is-
McMillan?
no, Paul Bergeron.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Actually,
Paul McMillan.
Paul owns
All the
a
Pauls.
distribution shop. He's you know, it's funny because there's only a few of us, like the whole group of hardcore minis, that actually made something of themselves. And Paul and his awesome wife are
Tried. You heard Daryl say he made
Yeah.
something of himself?
Yeah.
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 I know. One day I will.
Yeah.
Two
one
two
day.
of the
Yeah.
100. that was,
One day I will.
that was Paul and his
No,
wife.
We've got some great guys in that club.
They go to
we
Vegas
all grew
like
up and we're all
4
still
times
friends.
Yeah.
a year and win like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's actually pretty cool. That's
That
pretty
is.
cool
Yeah.
that you guys still know each other still.
We hang out.
We're
with
all
Richard,
still very
Richard,
close.
Richard is still out. Richard and Don and
Billy Weekly and
Billy Weekly,
Paul
who's
Falzone
that?
and
Paul,
everybody
Who's that guy?
is-
Paul and Marshall Wolford, who owns
Yeah.
Mars Audio.
Listen,
Yeah, Mars
I've
Audio,
had
yeah.
one high school friend show up here, and that's about it. Everybody else was like, screw that
That'll
guy.
be my next tattoo.
Screw that guy.
Oh Jesus!
yes!
You're not gonna do
Is
that.
that the back of somebody's head?
They got a Porsche
I got a
In the
Porsche
back of the
symbol on
head.
the back of
With
his
Porsche in the back of the head.
Jesus.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy. Look,
That's
put it up
hilarious.
there now. Look, put it up there.
Yeah,
now.
put it up there.
Well,
yeah.
I'm looking for somebody to let me put my name on it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
So if somebody out there wants to put if
Three Odd Guys
$100
logo.
bar tab from
it will literally be a free tattoo if you want Trod
Yes, we will
to be
come
put
here.
on
We'll
your
have
butt
tattoo
cheek.
night.
Yes.
Oh yes.
On your butt
Try it
cheek.
on the butt cheek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Hit me
Yes.
up. Hit me up in my DM.
Make,
Trod_odd guy.
make sure that you
I'll
get
get it, Trod.
Yeah.
make sure you get the highlights.
Josh,
Daryl will
Yeah.
be
You
all
wanna
up in
get
your
one-
DMs.
you want to get a tattoo on your butt that says Trod?
Hell no.
Make sure you get
I'm
the
paying.
highlights.
I'm
in the
paying
beard.
good money for this.
Yeah.
Oh, Trod's gonna pay for this tattoo.
Yeah, highlights in the beard.
It's
Is
even
it's
gonna,
very
it's gonna say
important.
Trod, and it's gonna have a beard underneath the Trod. The leather.
Oh Lord, have
Yeah.
mercy. No, don't
Hey,
do not.
do
get
one
it.
of your. Oh yeah.
Why do I choose to hang out with you guys?
Yeah, I don't know. Jess. We love you for it though.
Choose to be different.
Listen, here's what I want to do. I'm gonna start the music and we're gonna wrap this thing up. So listen,
3 Odd Guys.
every Monday, 3 Odd Guys are here. The Orange Couch with 3 Odd Guys. We're so glad you're here, man. We really appreciate you, Chris.
Yep.
We want you back. So
Yes.
don't, you know,
I will
listen,
come back.
we want you back, but make sure Daryl's not here. We want you filling in for Daryl when he's
So
not here.
basically, if I travel somewhere, which is like every other week from now on.
Yep, you're coming when he
I gotta
travels.
come back every other week.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
I'm
Deb
gonna be
can
like
too.
every other day.
Deb's prettier than.
We do like
so.
Deb too. So
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening here?
we're
do
we're
y'all
ganging
think?
up on you.
Is
What do you
Deb
expect?
prettier?
Sucks to be you.
Hey, we do have to say, very law enforcement, first responder friendly. Military is a
Yes.
plus.
Hey, so is 3OG.
Support your military. Support your
Amen,
first
brother.
responders.
3OG too.
We do the
They're
same
risking
thing.
their
here.
lives for you.
Let's give
right.
it to them.
Cheers, everybody.
We love you,
Cheers.
bros.
You're
Yeah,
watching
absolutely.
3 Odd Guys, the Orange Couch. Listen, come back next Monday. Watch us then. And listen, choose to be different, will you?
Maybe this one will say something next time.
Maybe. Not sure yet.
He just did. Hi.
3 Odd